Everyone, welcome to the show. I have news to share about how Republican lawmakers are trying to steal from the poor again to pay for their cuts, for the tax cuts for the wealthy. Before I get into the details, please do me a huge favor. Click the subscribe button below this video. It is free for you. It really, really helps the show tremendously. So here is what Republicans are up to now. They're trying to make coverage, health insurance coverage through the Affordable Care Act, so unaffordable that the Congressional Budget Office says it would result in approximately 4.2 million Americans losing health care coverage. So I'm going to share with you details about the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, and then I want to get into a little bit of Medicaid coverage. So Market Watch reported that the Republican majority in the House Energy and Commerce Committee, they drafted legislation, it's included in this budget bill that they're trying to pass, that would reduce eligibility for the financial assistance that's currently offered to people who have insurance through the Affordable Care Act, which is otherwise known as Obamacare. So many people who can't afford health insurance without these government subsidies, they would have no choice. They're going to have to cancel their health insurance policy. The Republicans also want to allow the enhanced subsidies to expire next year. So you guys might recall, during the Biden administration, they increased the health insurance subsidies for insurance purchased through the Affordable Care Act. That was part of the Inflation Reduction Act that Congress had passed while Biden was president. So essentially what they were trying to do is ease the burden of COVID and greed-related inflation by offering these increased subsidies. They were trying to help people out while they were dealing with other financial issues. Well, Republicans want to not only make it more difficult for you to qualify for those subsidies, they also want to reduce the subsidies if you happen to still qualify for them. And according to the Kaiser Family Foundation, if they allow these enhanced subsidies to expire, we're going to see basically like yearly increases of health insurance premiums of 93% on average. The prices, though, would increase even more in the states where Trump won. And because Republican-led states refuse to expand Medicaid coverage, their residents rely on this more heavily than in other states. They rely on health insurance through the ACA. The Kaiser Foundation said, for example, in Wyoming, health insurance premiums would increase by 195%. So if Republicans get their way, if they allow these expanded increased subsidies to expire at the end of this year, Wyoming ACA premiums would increase by 195%. In West Virginia, it will be 133% more. And Texas insurance premiums would increase 115%. They also said, based on 2025 figures, any person making $60,240 a year or more would no longer qualify for any premium subsidies. So if you're making just over $60,000 a year, you no longer would get any kind of assistance from the government. A family of four making $128,600 or more, they would also no longer qualify. And according to the Kaiser Foundation analysis, if you're a, let's say, 45-year-old person, you're single, you're making $65,000 a year, your yearly health insurance premium will rise to almost $6,500 a year. So almost $550 a month. That's just your premium. And then you have copays, you have deductibles, you have all kinds of BS. And then they gave this other example. If you're a 60-year-old person, you're making $75,000 a year, you could end up paying $12,000 a year for health insurance. So $1,000 a month. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution, they also reviewed what the Republicans are proposing. And they said, if this bill passes, hundreds of thousands of Georgia residents will lose their health insurance just in the state of Georgia, especially if the enhanced subsidies are allowed to expire at the end of this year. It's going to decimate people and their health insurance. If that happens, if they allow these enhanced subsidies to expire, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution says that more than 300,000 Georgia residents will lose coverage. 300,000 in one state. And if the Republicans are successful and they pass this bill as proposed, it will also cause issues with Medicaid. So what they're trying to do is make it, again, harder for people to qualify, take away some benefits. If this goes through, it's estimated that 7.7 million Americans will lose their health insurance with the Medicaid changes that they're proposing. 7.7 million Americans. So there you go, guys. This is the concepts of a plan that Trump had in mind, I guess. This is how he's going to make healthcare better for everyone. Make healthcare great again in America. Yeah. No, we're making the health insurance companies very wealthy on the backs of Americans who are already struggling. That Donald Trump has increased the prices of everything in the country at this point. And now they're going to add insult to injury by either sending your health insurance coverage through the roof or to the point that you can't afford it. There you go. Yeah. Just making America so great, isn't he? It's just wonderful, the job Trump is doing and the Republicans. This is why I said they are in charge of everything. So no one can blame the Democrats for any of this, for this monumental failure, this complete clown show, this complete upheaval and destruction of the American way of life. This is 100% owned by the Republicans. I'm thinking that maybe this might do the trick and maybe Republicans will not be elected again for a very, very long time. So, whatever happens, it's on them. But sadly, people will die as a result of this. There will be death. There will be destruction. There will be catastrophic health issues that will not be taken care of for men, women, and children in this country, all because they want to make their oligarchs happy and re-up their tax cuts that Donald Trump put in place in 2017, where over 80% of the benefits went to the wealthiest people in this country. That's what this is all about. All right, guys, I will let you know when I hear more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.